Hey, sweeties. Hope you guys are doing good. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Ito. Hello, Symes. Hasn't tweeted the way. Oh shoot! I knew I forgot something. God damn it. I knew I forgot something. Yeah. It's too late for that, I guess. I don't know. I could still probably do it, but it'll be like, I don't think people will see it in time, right? People will probably see that tomorrow. I don't know. The feed and algo is weird. Speaking of Twitter, though. Oh my god, Twitter. I got so many gosh darn follows. Insane amounts of follows. Just like shoutouts, right? Like people added me to like a big old nice shoutout list. That was so heckin' awesome, right? Goodness. Because it was like one of them was like a base list, no one of them was like a shoutout list. I'm very honored. People considered me like as like on a base list with like, you know, Kirsha, Piba, people like that. Communists aren't people. But yeah. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing good. I've been just chilling. Last night I got something amazing, chat. Like my luck just, that was the luckiest thing. Crazy. So I saw that Haseo, or no, not just Haseo. They had like these dot hack plushies for order, right? They had like these dot hack plushies for like pre-order. No, I think it's just order. Might just be straight up like restocks. Kite was just gone. Kite was gone. I was like, whatever. The other three are here. So I had like three left in stock. And when I was like, you know what? If I don't get him now, I'll never get him, right? So I was like, you know what? Impulse buy. Grabbed him. As soon as I grabbed him, they went out of stock. And my goodness. The purchase was confirmed. The purchase was confirmed. That's insane. Because I used a proxy. I didn't know they had like their own built-in proxy. That's great. Well, not built-in, but it's like, you know, they have a proxy with them. And it didn't seem like too much, right? So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited, right? Like it's gonna just cost as much, if not as... probably just maybe as much, just maybe a little more than just like a regular plushie you'd order from other places, right? Like say like a Hollow Eye plushie. So I'm very happy. I got like one of the three left in stock, and I don't even know if they restocked them or anything. They also had Tsukasa, right? In Tokyo from Link. I don't even know if people... I'm surprised they actually had Tokyo, right? I didn't think Link was even popular. Because that's kind of the game that killed Dot Hack. Because after Link, it was like stuck on the Japanese PSPs, right? No ports whatsoever, nothing. After that, no, not really a game. No games really after that one. There was like Dot Hack Versus, and that was like a fighting game, and that was it. That was it for Dot Hack, besides like last recode. So hello Chili Vexen, and hello JP. I hope you guys are doing fantastically. So yeah, to get Haseo, I'm very happy, right? Is like happy to just have either Kite or Haseo, because I'm more of a game person, right? Like I do like Tsukasa, right? I feel like I don't know. I'm more attached to Haseo and Kite. Haseo does feel more fleshed out, right? This isn't the first merch of him I own as well, which is funny. This is way back when they accidentally gave me the special edition of GU Volume 1. So I ended up getting his figure. Right. So that made me happy. I still have that. I actually still have that with the box. The box is torn up. I may still have the terminal disc, which I hope I actually hope I really hope I have that thing. It's not like smashed to bits or anything. But yeah. Happy with all that, right? Yeah. Dot Hack. I'm so excited, chat. I just can't believe it. I wasn't doing good for a while last week, right? Lots of disappointments, lots of things that were upsetting me. Then the announcement hits, I'm like, oh my goodness. There it is, there's the anchor I've been looking for. Really excited, I'm so excited. Dot Hack is just way too precious to me. It's the reason I started playing MMOs in the first place, right? If I didn't join a specific MMO and meet a specific friend, right? I wouldn't have even learned about, like, Pippa or FlaVR or anything. I would have probably stayed away from VTubing, MMOs, .hack, all that. Very, you know, much pillars. How I grow up, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy. I am excited. I'm very excited. I'm too excited. Like, I don't think I've been this excited for anything in a while, so hopefully it's good. And I do have more faith in it than any, you know, other announced projects for, you know, old things to come back, revivals, right? It's because Bandai Namco is staying away from it. It is self-published by CC Corp, so that's good. I can't doing. Yeah. Why are my eyeballs all freaking out? Why are my eyeballs freaking out all of a sudden? Yeah, maybe that'll fix it. That fix it. My glasses are all smudged up. What the hell? Like when I woke up and put them on. I sound a little tired because I just woke up. I just woke up. Oh, now the tracking's all wonk. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully that fixes things, right? It looks like the eyeballs are not as wonko. Good, good. Yeah, what do I want to talk about today? I could talk about MMOs. I remember, like, back in, like, the early 2000s, there were so many of them. And now it's like there's not even... Like, the ones that you get are, like, what is it, like... What is that one that just died? What was it called again? Because there's one that sort of just, like, exploded, right? In a bad way exploded. It's just... It's more of, like, imploded, right? It's just gone, chat. It's just gone. Apparently, there's, like... I think there... Was there a lawsuit? I can't remember. There could have been a lawsuit. What was that damn thing? What the hell was that damn thing? I can't remember. I don't want to say it was... Was it Ashes of Creation? Might have been Ashes of Creation. That recently just, you know, stopped. Now it's just Ashes. Ashes of Creation's... Even Sharif files bombshell lawsuit against Interpret's rogue board of directors. What the hell? Apparently there's a lot of drama with it. What in the world? Ashes of Creation Kickstarter drama alleges fraud, embezzlement, and a sus mansion. What the frick? What is going on? This is supposed to just be like a Kickstarter MMO, right? Although, I never... With Kickstarter MMOs, I never have any faith for them whatsoever. With, like, any usual MMO, I usually don't have faith for it when it first comes out, right? I remember Bless Online. That was when people were, like, freaking out for, right? And I was like... You realize this game failed in other countries, right? And you're gonna fucking pay money for it? You're paying $70 fucking for this piece of shit? Trust me, you don't want to do this, and they ignored Auntie Lulu, right? They want to ignore you, right? You try to warn people, and they just don't listen. And they're like, "Oh man, I want a refund." And like, I told you. Why didn't you listen? I told you. Yeah, I don't know why people had high hopes for Bless Online, because again, it was not only is like it in other countries, it was also free in other countries. Same with Black Desert. People don't know about that. Like Black Desert and Bless Online, they were free in other countries. Then it comes over here and you have to pay for that shit. What do you get? What do you get compared to the paid version? Pretty much jack shit. Remember someone was like, "Oh, you should really play this game. I'll buy it for you. If you just play it, and you can play the Korean version. It's free." I'm like, wait a minute. Free in Korea? Why would I pay money? Why would anyone pay money for it? Like a localized version of it? That's retarded. Then you find out the game's like a grind to grind. Like, what the hell? You know, like a game is a grind to grind. That's the game. It's like, have you ever seen the, have you ever seen Fairly Odd Parents where it's like, they go to Escalator Land, and they're like, when do we get to the ride? The parents were like, this is the ride. That's how I feel about, Black Desert. Because you grind, right? You're just grinding so you could grind some more, and eventually grind to the point where you grind so hard you start betting your grinds, right? It's all about RNG in the end and hoping you at least get something, right? Like, you grind your gear as much as you possibly can once you hit the level cap, which isn't... What is a level cap for Black Desert again? It's not too high. Let me see. DDO has no technical minimum level, or maximum level, I should say. The highest level players have reached levels 68 and 69. Nice. But the practical commonly accepted soft cap is level 62. So yeah, there you go. While there's no like hard cap, it seems, people have only been able to make it to level like 68. And that's probably with like grinding for a decade or close to one, right? I don't know. People, I get the grindiness to a little extent, right? But stuff like that's torture. Because I did play Black Desert for a bit because it was free, I think, for a while, just to keep. I don't know if it still is. It might be. Let me check. Let me just check. Yeah, it's $10. And it was not $10. Cause I ain't paying for this shit. It was like, it became free for a while, like to keep. It's like, oh, there we go. Thank you. I ain't paying for that shit. And I didn't. But I lucked out to where when I joined, there was like an event, right? There was like, you could just fish for like literally millions of like gold, right? I did that, right? I ended up making so much money while I was asleep that I bought like a full sanguine set for my sanguine set for my my lawn. I had enough for a pug, but I could never get the pug. But yeah. I still think I have that money. I think I have that pug money somewhere. Maybe pugs are more expensive now though, who knows? If they're cheaper, they'll be easier to roll for one, I guess. The marketplace, you kind of have to roll for shit. Weird. But yeah, it's another thing I had that was like a big problem with Black Desert is unless you chill out for cash shop items, you're gonna wear potato sacks. And that's just how it is. It's retarded. Again, you have to pay for this shit, chat. You have to pay for this shit, chat. There we go. Said that weirdly. So you have to pay for the game. It's a grind fest, and you're telling me you're gonna look like shit unless you pay more money? That's retarded. Then you could be like me, who just doesn't pay jack shit. Just lucks out and gets like the best event for money. Just hoards it until I find out what I want. Just pay like, because you could just pay like gold for, or used to be able to. I don't know if you still can. Cash shop items, like through just like people reselling it. That's how I got that right. I did play as a lawn, right? I already had trouble with the fact that there was no fast travel, chat. I still don't think there is. You have to use horses, and guess what? You could grind for better horses too, chat. That's one of the things people do, is they grind for a better horse, because if there's no fucking... You want the fastest horse, just simply... Because there's no fast travel, or there wasn't. Let me see. the horses can die, but they don't like perma-die. You just go to stable keeper, but still. I don't know. The game did look gorgeous. That was an interesting... There wasn't fast travel when I played. I don't know if there still is. Let me see. Apparently there's a quest line now that lets you fast travel. But I'm not sure. Traveler's map, a consumable item that teleports you to the nearest town. 6-hour cooldown. 6-hour cooldown! What the fuck? Why are games like this? Character transport. The disconnect menu. You can move a character to a city, which takes 20 minutes. What the hell? The Magnus Abyss 1. Once the quest line is completed, you could use wells located near major cities to teleport to other cities for a silver cost. Okay, I guess that's the big one. I guess that's the closest you can get, like the best fast travel. The most optimal, I guess. Like when did they add that? What the hell? When did they add the Magnus? Let me see. October 19th, 2022. Oh, good lord. Right, when did I stop playing? I don't even know if I still have my account. Just because... Oh shit. I almost did something bad. I can't check right now, chat. But I almost closed VTube Studio by accident. It's been a mess. I don't even know if I still have my account. I could find out. If I don't have my account, there's no point. There's no goddamn point. Pearl Abyss. Log in. Oh, this whole thing is just goofy. To log in with. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, chat. Weird. I always forget my Steam crap for... Because I have like 2 other accounts, right? Just because I feel like it. But I don't know. Oh my god, my phone has been blowing up. Again, thank you guys so gosh darn much, everybody, for the, just the support. I didn't expect to hit those numbers on, Right now on YouTube, we're at 777 lucky 7s, right? The whole cryogenocide. If you're doing good, hell yeah, it's nice to see you. But, thank you guys so gosh darn much for all those Twitter followers. That's crazy. That's so many people. So much support. Thank you so much. I'm so scared of scaring people off, right? Just because I'm just a retard, right? But yeah. Trying to see. I'm almost at, holy shit. 2,716. That's a lot. I'm gonna get to 3,000 soon. Jesus Christ. And again, 777 on YouTube. What the hell? Thank you. You love retards. God bless. The 7078 on your end. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Jesus Christ. When did that happen? Because right before I started streaming, it just said 777. Lucky 7s. So thank you so much, everybody. Girls the cutest when they're almost retarded. God bless. I guess true and real. But yeah. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna check Steam, or not Steam. I was gonna check something. Yeah, I need to see it. Can I do that? How do I use the Steam mobile app to log in via QR code? What the hell? I cannot modern technology, chat. I just can't. It's still very hard for me to just, you know. Oh, there we go. That's funny. The QR code was so good. For Steam that it just like didn't even see it, right? It barely saw like a second of the QR code and it just scanned it. Real dinosaur, hell yeah. True and real. Also, hello, Ultra T RPG. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Bummed for burgling. Why do I have the snippet? Oh, I remember why. This fake story, this fake news story, but it was, I guess it's like a satirical story, but it was really funny. I cannot say what it was about on stream though, just because of the nature of it. Probus. There, here we go. Hold on. Let me check chat. Let me see if my character is still alive and kicking. I might stop by in this game just to, you know. Oh, what the? Chat. I hate these systems. Unexpected error has occurred. Oh no. New class, Seraph. Oh, now it's logged me in. Account information. When did I last log in? Does it say? Account details? I'm trying to find out. Fucking tired of this crap, chat. It's like, oh, you have to verify, and then you log in, and he's like, oh, you gotta verify your verification. I'm like, come on. Why do you do this? I'm trying to find out. If it shows my character. I don't see it. I joined 2021? Well, really? Wait, hold on. I joined 2021 and they implemented fast travel the next year. That's kind of fucked, chat. That's that meme where it's like you see the person walking away from the mines and there's like a little thin wall with diamonds behind them, right? That's what that feels like. Either way, it's still not a good game. It's still not a good game. I'm trying to find out where I could see my character. Okay, it shows my lawn. I can see my lawn still. Thank gosh. That's good. It still exists. This game is so weird, chat. Black Desert was so weird. Why does it say I'm in your EU? Not in fucking EU. I know people didn't log into my account or anything. Why does it say I'm in EU? What the frick? I'm not European. I'm Californian. Very much unfortunate. I hate California, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Weird. That's really weird. Hope that doesn't prevent me from logging in. Oh, let me see. Your BDO account likely says it's EU because your Pearl Abyss account's region of residence was set to European country during registration or account transfer. They did do an account transfer. For players using Steam, as the platform automatically assigns you based on your wallet location. What the hell? I didn't give him. I don't know. Whatever. Right click. Library, select properties, tabs, launch options. Whatever. Whatever. That's weird. Maybe my friends. Maybe I'm on an EU server. Who knows? Who knows? That could be it. That could be it. I think I'm on an EU server. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Let me change the music, chat. Let me actually change the music. Because I just realized this is looping like crazo, and I don't want that. Hold on. I wanted to get monotonous. Oh, let me change that in a second. Oh, now the music stops playing just because it's finished. There it goes. Now I see. Now I see the green. Okay, we'll just play Battle Network music. Let's do that. Much better. Hopefully the music's not too quiet or too loud. But yeah. What other things are there, right? I'm trying to think, chat. Because there's like some bad games out there. I know Arcade exploded, right? Like Arcade sort of died, right? I played like a little bit and I was like, this game's kind of boring me. I don't like it. I'm just gonna go back to Mabinogi, which I did. Right? But I think that one died too, didn't it? I think it died. Can actually check. Oh, thank you. Thank you, R. Nolan, for, subscribing. Thank you. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. Official Western servers for the MMORPG Arcade, both Arcade and Arcade Unchained, officially shut down June 27th, 2024. That's sad, right? Arcade is just dead, chat. Well, to be fair, my MMO I used to play is dead as well, which was Trickster Online. Hello. Nice to see more dinosaur VTubers. Hell yeah, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. What do you call it? The big one for me was Trickster Online. That's what I played a lot of. I spent the most money in it at the time. But it shut down in like... I forgot when it shut down. Like, it shut down in like 2014. So it was, you know, very old game. Kind of like Ragnarok, but it's kind of a bit like Ragnarok Online, but it was more, I don't know, what's it, colorful, more saturated. You can see, I guess. That's why I like that. Let me see. The server's still dead. Did they ever revive it? I don't think they did. I'm trying to see. I think they're still dead. Yes, this says it was by Entrive. What else did Entrive make? I know they made Pangya. I had the PSP version of Pangya. Trying to see. I had to look for Entrive and took me back to the Trickster wiki page. There's Pangya, Trickster Online, Super Swing Golf, which is just like Pangya, right? Mobile port of a 2001 game. I could have sworn they did something else. Oh, they published Grand Chase. That's what it was. They published Grand Chase, and I think Grand Chase died. I didn't like Grand Chase. I was upset about Grand Chase, and I was happy when it died. Yeah, it died in 2015. Very unfortunate. You played Elsword, you played Grand Chase. I just didn't like it because the idiots from Trickster Online went to that game and they're like, oh, this is the best game ever. Right. Just bad people I knew tainted that game for me, I guess. I don't see any other games. There's apparently a mobile version of Trickster Online, but it died in 2024. Very unfortunate. They had Pangya Mobile as well, but that died in 2020. I think every MMO I used to play is just dead besides Mabinogi. Mabinogi's like a cockroach, chat. I don't know how the hell they do it. But they do it. I think I'm in Pippa's guild. I think I'm in the FaZe guild in Mobby. I think I am. I have to double check. I was kicked for inactivity, which would be understandable. You know, that was neat I was able to be in it. I'll have to check later, right? I'll have to check later. Let me see. What other MMOs are there? I played a lot. There's one called Raytheon I played, which was like an arena battler. That was pretty fun. There was Guns the Duel, which made me very upset. Because I was like, oh, look at the shoot bang game. You jump off walls and do John Woo stuff, right? And then these assholes, these sweaty sacks of shit. Like these actual Reddit lords go into the game and start doing their goddamn own version of their wave dash canceling. Like pretty much melee players of the MMO world. They had a technique they made called butterflying, and you can't play shoot bang game without some asshole with a sword coming at you, doing some bullshit fairy crap in your face, and playing the. I just wanted to play the game how it was intended. I just wanted to play the game how it was intended, right? That upset me so much. Because you'd play normal, like we'd play normally, right? We just play the shoot bang game the way you meant to. And occasionally you just use a sword, right? And then some asshole would come with this fancy, like, butterfly technique with a sword just flying, literally flying everywhere, chat. I kid you not. They flew with their stupid sword and just killed you. You couldn't attack them because as they flew, they would be deflecting bullets. And the only way to beat them was by being another butterfly person. I didn't want to learn some out-of-bounds technique for playing a game. I just wanted to play the game. And it got to the point where, like, normal people just stopped. It just, you know, it's a butterfly-only game eventually. And then, Guns just, they killed off. I think they killed off butterflying. And then everyone stopped playing. So the butterflyers killed their own game, pretty much. Like, I think they killed butterflying to bring back the, like, newer players who were discouraged, right? Then the butterflyers left. And nobody played. So that's what they get. I'm still upset about that. It's been literal decades, chat. Oh, hello. There's the YouTube. I don't know why it keeps double, I need to find out why it keeps double, If I do this, will it stop that? Maybe it'll stop that now. I'll see, chat. I think I might have fixed it. We'll see. Yeah. What other games did I play? There's so many MMOs I played. I think I played a bit of Fly for Fun. Although my friends didn't like me using certain characters in that game. I just stopped playing that one. I don't know. Like, oh, if you use this type of character, we're not gonna play with you. Fucking literal high school drama bullshit back in the day. Literal high school mentality, right? Like, oh, if you use this type of character, you're not gonna play. We're not gonna play with us. Like, what the fuck? Fuck you guys, I'm going to Trickster Online, which I did. I think I played Fiesta Online for a quick second, but I didn't really care much for it, right? There's Luna Online, which I played. And I found out you could do something very evil in that. For whatever reason. So how it worked is, there's a bot check mechanic called the report note. It was literally just like a copy-pasted Death Note parody, right? Where you type the player's name who you want to bot check, right? The problem with this, it was extremely hard, if not impossible, to navigate because of the shitty UI and coding. So there was no way to actually confirm if you were a bot or not. You couldn't actually say, hey, I'm not a bot, because of how clunky and broken it was. So literally it just became a full-on Death Note. You hated someone pissed you off, you just report the shit out of them with the report note, like a Death Note. And it would log them out for like 30 minutes or something. Or like 10 minutes, I forget. But it would log them out. It wouldn't actually ban them, but it would log them out. Which is funny. Because if you know someone's doing something, right? Like, they're doing some hardcore shit, you just type their name and boot them out in the middle of shit. I didn't do that, though. Cause someone did it on me, right? That's how I knew that. That's how I knew that. I was like, what the hell? I can't get out of this. Because I didn't respond to them, right? I was always a solo like player in MMOs. And people were like, why do you play a massively multiplayer online game if you don't want a massively multiplayer? I'm like, maybe because it's neat to be part of the world and still do my own fucking thing, right? That's why I do that. Because it's neat to be in a living, sprawling world of actual people. And if I want to interact with them, I can. I have that choice. I don't know. I don't know why, really. I just like going through big worlds, I guess. Big living worlds. And doing my own thing, right? I'll solo the game if I need to. If I want to. Final Fantasy XIV. An excellent game to solo most of the time. Especially now that there's the fate... Or not the fate system. What is it called? The trust system, I think it's called. Where literally... I think it's... when did it start? It was either Endwalker... Might have been even Shadowbringers. Where you can just... load up the party... as the NPCs of the game, right? Literally the main story quest characters, that can become your party. And they're all just AI ran, right? I thought that was just neat. Just because the game would set up like a cutscene, right? To where you see your party or the scions, which they're called, like the main characters of the MSQ. Like they're all getting ready for battle, but then it's just you fucking sitting there waiting for Q with a bunch of other people. So it kind of throws it off, right? But now it's like you can actually do that, like literally. It's like it shows the characters you've grown up with, right? In like the main story quest, and you're actually like they're all hyped, but this time you actually do go through the dungeon with them. That I'm happy with, right? That's gosh darn neat. And there's a few trials like that, which like the boss battles, right? Only things you can't do that with, I think, are raids and alliance raids, which are understandable. But those very much you're gonna need. Like if you want to do a specific raid, you're gonna have to find like a party finder or just get a bunch of people, right? Like a static, right? I had a static for a while and I missed that damn thing. I miss my static so much because they're all just doing stuff. I literally think that my free company fell apart is because we all became VTubers. I kid you not. That's actually really funny to think about. Like we all just became VTubers, so we got too busy to play the game. Yeah. I think like literally like the majority of us officers just became VTubers. The owner became a VTuber. The co-owner is like a PNG tuber. I was an officer. I became a VTuber. One of the people who was the what do you call it? One of the people who was like one of the most frequent of our group, right, or FC, is literally my art papa, which is crazy to think about. Kind of all of our art papas, or most of us, right? That was cool. So it spread from that, right? So, like, literally, MMOs... Oh, what the hell was that? Something died. Something died. What was that? I heard, like, a split, like, jingle. Then it exploded. Weird. I don't know what that was, chat. I don't know what that was. But yeah, MMOs. Been part of... Oh, there it goes. Thank you so much, Bardic GM. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly, but thank you. For following me. On YouTube, I think. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna reach 800 soon, so thank you so gosh darn much. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy, God. Dang it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. I'm gonna make it, chat. I'm gonna make it. Also, next, sorry, that was dumb. Next, month is my anniversary month. That's gonna be crazy. I still don't know what the hell to do, but I'll think about it. Yeah, the MMOs just, they've always been a part of me up to just VTubing even, right? Like, even the last bit. VTubing. Hello, Just Your Average Trash Can. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing well. Heck yeah, heck yeah. So yeah. I'm looping now. I'm looping. Final Fantasy 14. That one's still fun. I actually went back to it last night just to update it, right? Because there's a glamour I want to make if I can. I kind of want to level up a ninja. Just for a glamour, right? Although it is going to cost some Mog Station money, so I don't know. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap. How did the music die? The day the music died. Oh, there we go. There it goes. What do you call it? I actually found out the day the music died was when Richie Valens and Buddy Holly and all of those, the Big Bopper, all those were killed in that plane crash. I know that was the name of that whole like incident, right? My dad was talking about that for years upon years. Even, like, it's been like ages even before that, right? But he was always talking about it because the movie La Bamba would show up a lot. My dad was always watching either La Bamba or Selena. So yeah, God bless. Those are good movies. They are good movies. I probably enjoy them even more now that I'm an adult, right? Yeah. If you would give me 1 second, I do have to go to the restroom or the bathroom. Restroom. What am I in a goddamn restaurant? Can I go to the bathroom real quick, chat? I will be right back. Also, hello, Ito. Would have been Michael Jackson. Died right after. Would have been if like Michael Jackson died right after making Thrill or something. Yes, absolutely so. Right. And I was still like in shock when he died, right? My dad called me. He's like, Lulu, like what? I was sleeping. He's like, oh, just wanted to call you because Michael Jackson died. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, what? What? It was like hit me after that. I was like, oh shit. I'm not really a big celeb person, right? But it's like that's one of the ones. It's like some celebrities that just die, right? It's just like you know the impact, even though you're not like either not a fan of them or you're not into like you just don't look at that stuff, right? You still know their impact, like that. No, Kobe Bryant was a huge one. Who else? What else? There was one. Prince for me was like one of the ones that got to me. Same with Satoru Iwata. Although I think I'm gonna say something really spicy. I think Nintendo died with Iwata. I have a hot take, and I apologize. But yeah, I will. What the? Why is the transmission or the transmission sound a part of this OST? What the hell? There it goes. Yeah, I will be right back. I'm gonna intermission this because I don't know if the music's gonna DMCA me. Give me a quick second. I will be right back. Okay? I will intermission this. Heck yeah. Alright, sorry about that. I am back, I am back. So yeah, we're talking about... What the fuck are we talking about? Oh yeah, Michael Jackson and Prince, right? Celebrities. Like a lot of celebrities passed, and you're just like, wow, I can't believe that, right? Yeah, video games, chat. MMOs. I was talking about MMOs, wasn't I? I miss Trickster Online. That was a big fun one for me. I just missed like stuff with like job advancement systems. That was always neat. Because Final Fantasy 14 kind of has that, because it like goes back to the traditional Final Fantasies, where it's like, oh, the Marauder is gonna be this, or something's gonna be this. The Pugilist becomes a monk, right? Stuff like that. Like Rogue becomes ninja. Stuff like that. Archer, yeah, Archer becomes Bard. Stuff like that. I do like that. But like back then, you had like your first job, then your second job advancement, then your third one. The third one was really neat because you could either go full spec of that class, or you could do a hybrid, which would be of hybrids were pretty interesting because it was like you Trickster was weird. Because there was 4 types, and each one was like broken into 2 classes. They were like gender locked, right? Like for see the charm class, you'd have like the females would be the cats, and the males would be the raccoons. And when they have their like second job, they'd pretty much be a different class entirely, depending on which gender they were. If they were a cat or a raccoon, right? They had like hybrids. Hybrids would let you, as your third job, you'd become the other job's second job. Like, so a cat hybrid would be the raccoon's second job. So that was interesting, right? Like, what was the cat? The cat was like an idol. I think I chose a... Yeah, I chose a cat. It was like the idol. It became like an entertainer. And like the final, like third step was called like the prima donna or something. I think the hybrid was called like the diva or something. I forget. It was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. I had a really weird cat. People did not understand my build. People didn't understand my build. And my build let me do some really stupid things. Reaper's the best class in 14. Refuse to hear other opinions. God bless. Reaper's pretty cool. For me, I'm a healer. I like Scholar. Just because fairies exist. I like Scholar. Well, is it the best? Absolutely not. Yoshi P makes sure Scholar's never gonna be the best. I want my 4 dots back, Yoshi P. That's not fair. Yeah, I'm that old, chat. I remember back when Heaven Sword had like 4 dots for Scholar. I missed that. But yeah, a Trickster. I had an HP build. I threw as much AP as I humanely could on every single piece of equipment and just my main stats, right? And because what people would do, and it made me very upset, because people just couldn't use them, assholes would start using the PvP arenas as just hangouts. They would just sit down in a fucking circle, and no one can actually PvP. Because idiots would just be sitting there in like these stupid retard drum circles. Right? I'm like, my tracking's bothering me. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, they would be like these stupid circles. And I was really upset. Like, so what I would do, because I was such high HP, I would start picking off the noobs really easily. And if someone higher than me tried to kill me, I would still get like 3 or 4 other noobs. Because I was just like a goddamn cockroach, right? I had so much HP that went down really fast. It took a good few hits to take me out. So I would just destroy that sociability so people could start using the, what do you call it? The PvP as God intended it. Like, why are you doing that? I'm like, because it's a fucking PvP zone. Don't hate me, hate the goddamn... Why are you hanging out in a PvP zone? I was being the natural selection that the game needed. But yeah. There was an MMO. What was it? Monster and Me Online. That one was sort of an iffy one for me. I really liked it, but I sort of killed that game. Sort of destroyed that game's economy, and I kind of felt bad, but it would have died eventually anyways. So there was like these high level... is a weird one. Monster and Me was a weird one, because it's kind of like a Pokemon collector game, right? It was a monster collector MMO. But because of that, it was a turn-based MMO, which is... You don't see many... I don't think you see any at all now, but... There's a few of them that existed back then. They were very rare, right? This was one of them. Like, there are these players that would be like in the level like 1000, right? So they would be like literal god status. Like, they'd literally ascend to godhood in that game. Like, I kid you not, there was like, that was an actual thing. You could just become a god. And they would literally float on clouds through the city. But, they would do something called giving rain. Don't add a B to that. That would be horrible, but... They would actually charge people, and what they would do, they were so strong, they would just give you some of their levels, because they had so many levels. So they would charge for rain. So the untrained eye would be like, oh, 1,000,000 gold for rain. And you would go, and you would do that, and then they would just run off with the money because they weren't actual gods. So I conspired, something. Because there's a person I hated in that game, right? And she was like the, she owned... This is what I hate about MMOs, chat. She owned like 99% of the land, like the housing in the game. I hate when a person can just own housing like that. She was also kind of an asshole. So what I did is like, this is back when people could like edit logs, like chat logs, and just they would believe it, right? So I ran a rain scam in the game, right? Where I would be like, oh, $1 million for the rain. And people would pay, like they would join the party and they would pay and I'd just leave. And then I would make like a fake chat log of that landowner being like, haha, look at all these idiots I scammed, right? And I posted it as a random account that was just made, right? And they got shit for that, and eventually no one trusted them anymore. So they quit the game, and because they quit the game and they owned all the land, the economy sort of just died with it. And then everyone stopped playing. The game shut down. The game shut down. That's how that happened, and I feel bad for that. Even though that happened literally like 20 years ago, I want to say. It happened a long time ago, chat. It was like 2005, I want to say. Let me actually see when 2005 was. Like 2004, 2005, let me see. 21 years ago, that's when it happened. So I was a retarded teenager back then. I was a little shit, chat. I was a little shit, and I wish I wasn't. Like, the me now would bitch slap the me in the past, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of us would. With our past selves, but, you know. I was a time bomb back then. I'm glad I'm no longer a time bomb. Yeah. Yeah. What? There's RF Online. RF Online I thought was really neat. I thought that was like one of the higher end MMOs. It was like sci-fi. I remember getting a rocket launcher. You just get a rocket launcher in that game. It was fun. Oh. There it goes again. What's causing that, chat? I hear the alerts, but I don't see the alert. I'm sure it'll fix itself now. But thank you. If it's a follow or a subscribe, thank you so much. Heck yeah. Like MMOs, right? Other MMOs. There's RF Online, that was pretty neat. Oh, Perfect World I thought was fantastic for the time. I don't know how they did Perfect World right. And if it's still around, I would join it again. Perfect World was neat. It's because of like the unique races. I was a mermaid. That was really cool. I don't know how the fuck that game did it. How it did it so well. I had a Pentium D processor Gateway GT like 5010. I forgot what it was called. I had a shitty Gateway. That's what I had with integrated graphics chipsets, right? A Pentium D ran everything, so it wasn't good at all. I think I had like 250 RAM, like megabytes of RAM or something. I forget. It was really low. But Perfect World, for whatever reason, ran flawlessly on my machine with really good graphics for the time, and I still think if I went back there and saw the water graphics, they'd still look impressive. How they did that, I have no clue. I still feel if I went to that game, it would probably be really pretty, right? Let me actually see. Is Perfect World still around? Let's see. Yes, Perfect World is still around in 2026, though the landscape of its official community-run servers have shifted significantly. Perfect World International North American PC version remains active and is currently being updated. Recent expansions include Song of Surging Waves, late 2024. The official maintenance schedules are active through early 2026. Jesus Christ. Perfect World Mobile. The mobile version is also active, with event calendars and updates running as recently as January 2026. Perfect New World. Originally intended as the modern successor, project was reportedly cancelled or put on indefinite hold in early 2025 following layoffs at Perfect World Games. Very unfortunate. Rebranding. North American Publishing arm, formerly Perfect World Entertainment, was sold to Embracer Group and rebranded as Gearbox Publishing San Francisco, now operating as Arc Games. Tower of Fantasy. Early 2025, Perfect World took on over the global publishing for Tower of Fantasy from Level Infinite. What the hell? So if I still have I don't even know if I have an account anymore. I might have to like remake an account, right? I'll have to see. I'll have to see, chat. It's been so long. I just want to go back to old MMOs just to see what they're like now, right? Maybe I can make a stream of that and just make a new character for each one, right? That could be interesting. That could be interesting, right? Although I'm gonna have to cover chat up because you know, I know how these old MMOs are, even now. I remember going into like Halo, right? Like the what was it? The Master Chief Collection, I think it was called, right? Master Chief or MCC, I forget. I have it in my goddamn library. Yeah, MCC. I was playing like Halo 2 or 3 online, and you just hear the N-word being shouted randomly. For no reason. People just say it, right? Like, oh my goodness, okay. We're back in that day. Let's go. Time never changes in certain parts of... right? Like, you know what I like to play, chat? I love playing, Team Fortress Classic. I love Team Fortress Classic a lot. I've always loved Team Fortress Classic a lot. If I joined the game now, there are still, like, people who played for decades. I kid you not. There are people who played Team Fortress Classic. Why is my face angled? Jesus, that's annoying me. Hold on. Let me fix this. Let me see if I can... Is it fixed? I think it's fixed now. But yeah, there will be people who've been playing, they're in their like 40s and 50s and they have like a smoker voice. That's crazy that there's just people who've been playing a game for so long are still playing. Right. I appreciate that. I do like Team Fortress 2, right? But it doesn't hit as much as Classic for me. I played like one night of Team Fortress Gold Rush. That was the best, one of the best nights recently, right? I think Gold Rush kind of got goobered and just nobody wants to play it anymore just because of left-wing political bullshit or something. I don't even know. Oh, thank you so much, Sylvan, for the follow. Thank you for the is it follow or subscription? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Either way, thank you so gosh darn much. Yeah, I miss the golden era of MMOs. I miss the golden era of MMOs. I miss oh, there's the good music right there. I miss what is it? Just you could literally chant like back in like 2007 to 2000 like I want to say 9. You could literally play a new MMO every day. There was just that many of them. You could play a new one every day. I kid you not. I was like, it's just crazy to think about. You can't do that now, can you? Like, what MMOs are like out right now? Let me check. Let me check. In fact, I bet if you go on like MMO Hut or something, if it's still around. What the fuck is Throne and Liberty? Right now, the big MMOs right now are Guild Wars 2, Elder Scrolls Online. Really? Black Desert Online, unfortunate. OSRS doesn't count. New World, I guess New World's still going. I thought New World died. Star Citizen is... I didn't know the Star Citizen was an MMO. But I still would never, ever go into that game ever, right? Guild Wars 2, I try to like it. Maybe I'll try one more time. Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft. That's about it. Lost Ark, I guess. The hell's Lost Ark? That one I'm not familiar with. Other notable titles? Palia? What the fuck is Palia? Let me see. PAX Day? What the hell? Ashes of Creation? That one's dead. Hytale? I wouldn't call that an MMO. Used to play ESO all the time. But stop playing it. Throne of Liberty is a fine game. It's awful trying to play it so... I think I might have ESO somewhere. Where Winds Meet. My friend loves that game. I don't know if I'll play it. Throne and Liberty. New World Eternum. Path of Exile 2. Is that Path of Exile even an MMO? Remember Elon... Is that the one that Elon said, oh, look at this game I've been playing hundreds of hours, haha. And then like someone called him out and he blocked him or something. Like Asmongold or something was like, do you actually, I forgot what happened. But he got really mad and like banned him for, I forgot what happened. I don't know if Elon saw one of my tweets, right? But it was really funny. He sort of nuked my replies. I don't know if it was him exactly. I kind of hope it was, because that would just be the funniest thing ever. He just randomly asked people, are you guys still seeing bots? And I was like, let me test. So I type in the replies, looking for commission. I'm here to commission art. And I got like tons upon tons upon tons of bots just hitting up the replies. And then you just see like 15 minutes later, they just get nuked. You don't see my replies anymore. I mean, you see my reply to his thing, but you don't see anything under it. That was funnier than frick. That was funnier than frick. And I don't know if Elon actually saw that. Or if it's just like an automated. I don't know. But that was funny. I hope to God Elon saw that. I hope to God that was just Elon, you know, getting pissed off at that. But hey, he asked for a stress test, and I stress tested. He should pay me for that shit. I'm joking. But yeah, what did I talk about? Oh, Path of Exile. That's why I talked about that. I've never played PoE 2. Isn't that game free now? Oh, let me see. Elon dropping the ban hammer on the roach bots coming out. Absolutely. Early access fee. Entry begins generally 30 USD for the basic port. I'm not paying that. Occasional free access. Full launch. The game is officially targeted for 1.0 release as of late 2026. At the point where it'll become permanently free to play. Okay. Saw a similar thing happen to LinkedIn. God bless. Yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in Path of Exile too, but I'm a cheapskate, right? Why pay when you don't have to? Why pay when you don't have to, chat? That's the Hispanic in me just growing up, right? My dad was just a cheapskate, a penny pincher, right? He tried to get the best bargains of all time. He was a salesman with his plants. Crazy. He would literally walk into a nursery, and be like, hey, you guys really should have this plant here and this plant. No one's gonna buy this plant if you have this plant. Oh, I have tons of these. What do I want for them? Give me that fountain, give me that bench, give me this, give me that. Literally, he was able to do this and get, like, the entire backyard furnished. With, I kid you not, like, 2 tables and 2 whole bench sets. A gigantic fountain that towers above almost their whole house. Maybe I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. But pots everywhere. You're not going to look at my backyard, right? I don't think you could see it. You can't see it, but still. You never know. You never know. I shouldn't be saying details about my house, but you know. We got stuff. He didn't pay a single penny for it. You know what he paid for it? He just gave them plants that he grew from nothing. So yeah, why pay for it when you don't have to pay? If I can wait and this game's gonna be free, I'm gonna do that. Heck yeah. Supporter pack value 3. These packs are not an entry fee, or not just an entry fee. They provide points for the in-game shop. Too many players use for essential quality of life upgrades, and I don't want it. I don't care. What MMOs? Is that it, chat? Is that it? There's a big 5, which is WoW, Final Fantasy 14, OSRS, ESO, and Guild Wars 2. Surprised Guild Wars 2 is even considered a big one still. How many expansions does Guild Wars 2 have? Wait, Blue Protocol still going on? What the hell? I didn't know that. That's actually neat. Oh, there's 6 expansions now? I had no clue. Oh, wow. Holy shit, there's like an expansion every year almost. I have Path of Fire, right? I guess in 2022, then 2023, 24, and 2025, there's like 4 fucking expansions. End of Dragons, released 2022. Secrets of the Obscure, released August 2023. Janther Wilds, released 2024. And Visions of Eternity, released 2025. Why so many every year? Jesus Christ. Let me see. The switch to a yearly release model for Guild Wars 2 was a strategic change. Okay. Financial stability. It has no monthly subscription fee. It relies on expansion sales. Okay, that makes sense. I don't want to buy all those goddamn... I don't want to buy them all. I don't want to buy all those if I want to go back to the game, right? I don't want to buy all that shit. Let's see. There's expansion bundles for the older expansions together. That's good. If you buy... Okay. I guess if I buy the main, you get the rest for free. That's pretty neat. I might actually do that next month. Go back to that. Okay. I want to... You know, I'll just get the what do you call it? The one expansion to be done with it. Let me see Guild Wars 2. Let me actually take a look. Visions of Eternity, expansion structure. Are they going to do another one? That's crazy to see so many expansions, right? Let me see, chat. Um... That's crazy. Newest expansion, Vision of Eternity. $25, not bad. Not bad at all. All expansions. I see. End of Dragons is like $30 for whatever reason. That's crazy. Oh, oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Zod, for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Heck yeah, heck yeah. You guys are absolutely great. I'm getting their chat. And what I'm seeing though, I don't know. There's 6 expansions for this game now. That's crazy. The hell is that? Oh. Why the hell is there this? I've never heard of this before. There's a Battle Network remix that I've never heard of. I don't know if it's official or not. I'll just let it play. Maybe I shouldn't, because I don't know if they'll be DMCA'd. Let me change that. Let me actually change that, because I want to get exploded by some randos. There we go. Let's see. Question about a refund? Let's see. No. 3 quarterly releases. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Come with. We're gonna see. Vision of Eternity. What is this? I don't see any, like, classes. That's one thing. Is there classes? Are there new classes? Elite specializations and combat updates. A new elite specialization for each profession will unlock new traits. Okay. Remember I was a weaver in Guild Wars 2, and I was like, wow, this is difficult. What did I boost into this? Let's see. I don't know. Doesn't look like there's much to that, right? Deluxe. Trying to see. Standard. Ultimate. Okay, that don't need that. Oh, expansions. Trying to see what they had for their expansions. I don't see any bundles for the Oh, wait. The best deals on the first 3 Guild Wars 2 expansions. I already have 2 of them, so I don't need that. Guild Wars Reforged. I know they did that. I don't see... It looks like you just have to buy each expansion by their own. I don't want to do that. That's expensive. I thought they had bundles. I was lied to. Let's see. I don't know. That's retarded. Let's see. How would I play this? Into the Wilds. Homesteads. Spears. New weapon for all professions. What the hell? Raids and encounters. Wild War Claws. God Spot. What the hell? Absolution, Repentance. I guess they do add a lot for what they are, right? They sort of just feel like bigger, like, you know, updates that should have been free, but I don't know. Secrets of the Obscure, what does that have? Brand new adventure. I don't know. I don't know what's yet. Oh! There it is. Thank you, Zod, for the follow. Thank you. Predator Wings in Battle. That's neat. You get like a flying mount. Oh, they're actually doing flying mounts. That's cool. That's what I'm looking for in an expansion. Like, stuff like that. Flying mounts, Chad. That's something I wanted for a long time. A long time in Guild Wars 2. Love that it worked so much. Me too. I'm so happy she let me, she said it clearer so I could record it better. Because I asked her if I could use it, right? Very nice bunny, right? God bless Pippa. Let's see. Complete specializations. New Jade Tech Mastery line. What the hell? New continent. Gifts and fishing. That's pretty neat. What the hell? Oh, new multiplayer mount. Oh no, the End of Dragons doesn't look like it has much in it for being like the most expensive expansion for this game. Explore the Canthan continent. I guess that's why. A new continent. Unlock your own bot. What the hell? Oh, that's why it's Age of Dragons, isn't it? It's all like Asian themed, I guess. Or End of Dragons, not Age of Dragons. I guess the... So I seen a little 80 diamond. I'm gonna guess that's the, like, the level cap. Is it still 80? What, I don't know. Let me see. Level cap is still fucking 80. That's a thing, I guess. Jesus Christ. You have 6 fucking expansions, your level cap's only fucking 80? No, no. What the fuck is this game anymore, chat? Weird. Guild Wars 2 has always been just a weird game. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh no. Let me see. Complete 6 major expansions, Heart of Thorns, Path... Yeah. Horizontal progression instead of gear treadmill. This means your character never becomes obsolete, so you don't have to regrind for new level 90 or... But I like doing that. Adds power without adding levels. What the hell? Mastery level? I hate crap like mastery and shit like that. I don't know. I don't like that shit. This is why I like Final Fantasy 14. Or just any other game, right? It's like, oh. You grinded your character to level 100? Oh, here's another job you can just become on that same character. So you don't have to make a new account or anything, right? And then you're just done. You're just... If you want, you just do the gear thing. If you want more gear, you just get more gear. You just get better gear. You do the raids. As God intended. I don't know. It's been a while since you played. Felt really streamlined in an odd way. Combat-wise. Felt more limited. The parkour was fun. Oh yeah, they had like those jump puzzles. They frustrated me. But I don't remember the jump puzzles being too egregious, right? Because I have some games where the jump puzzles feel absolutely horrible. Like nerve-wracking. Like, Or Obscure actually has a few of them that are terrifying, right? But the one in, there were the jump puzzles in... At least the ones I've done, they weren't too bad. I don't know, I might just go back to, Guild Wars 2, play a couple of them by, like, the Age of Dragons and just see how I go from there. I'll see, chat. I don't want to pay that much for goddamn every fucking expansion. Let me see, chat. It's kind of discouraging seeing all the expansions just laid out like that individually for purchase. Because it's gonna cost like $100, right? For all the expansions. Wait, how much? Let's see. Heart of Thorns, oh, that's 30. We could remove that. Ends of Dragons, 30. 40, 50, 70, 80. No, it's like a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, chat. I don't want to pay that much for this bullshit, right? Guild Wars 2 Elders, Dragon Saga complete. I don't care about that. Base game of Guild Wars 2 is free to play. It used to not be free to play, right? I think Guild Wars 2 used to be able to just buy it, right? And play, no subscription, right? That's what I liked about it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Ugh. I feel like there's a better way to make money, and other companies have done better, right? I don't know. I'll have to see, because I don't want. I don't want to. I'll try to get back into Guild Wars 2 again and see how I feel about it. Or making any major commitments, right? I do miss MMOs. That's why I kind of want to go to Guild Wars 2 again. Yeah, what other MMOs are there? Because there used to be so many, and now it's like, just tell me there's like 5 big ones, and that's about it. Let me actually go to MMO Hut, if it's still around. Is MMO Hut still around? It is, holy shit. Oh my god. Firefall, play for free now. What is this? Dune Awakening. Patch restores missing... What? There's a... Is there a Dune MMO? What the hell? Or is this just like an actual game? I see patch notes. What the hell? Fly for Fun publisher issues DMCA takedowns? For multiple private servers. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna show my friend this. Jesus Christ, chat. Why would you do that after so many years? Multiple shutdowns reported for over the past couple weeks. Community run timeline on the fan website tracks recent closures. Bring the posts linked there. One of the first to go this month was Giant Fly for Fun, followed by more shutdown announcements, including Chronicles of Madrigal. Now, this is especially unusual for MMOs space when a game is still operating, I guess. But I would see like these private servers all the time, right? Crackdown is landing badly with parts of the community on Reddit. Of course it is. You don't do that. I know World of Warcraft, that still has private servers, doesn't it? If it does, I might play it. I don't remember. That's crazy. At least we just didn't care. Oh, let me link to my friend will get a kick out of that. Hell yeah. Let's see. What else is happening with the world of MMOs? Closers Online. Bleed says the team's aiming for more up. Oh, Closers is another game. I forgot about Closers. Star Wars Galaxy Legends turns 10. With days of... What? With a festival starting... What the... They brought Star Wars Galaxies back? What the fuck? Star Wars... It's a fan server. That makes more sense. Okay. It's marking the occasion with an anniversary festival. Days of the Honored Claw. Event kicks off Monday. That's crazy to think about. Days of Honored Claw is set to become a biennial event going forward. That's crazy. I didn't know that game still had communities. Elite Dangerous lays out... I don't care about Elite Dangerous. I own the game. I'm never gonna fucking play that piece of shit. I don't trust Elite Dangerous, and I don't fucking trust, Star Citizen. Remember, never forget what a Peter Molyneux did, chat. Yeah. Star Trek Online's corruption update hits PC. See, this is why I go to MMO Hut. To actually see, like, what's going on with MMOs, right? I had no clue Star Trek Online was still a thing. I actually had no clue it was a thing, period. Dungeons and Dragons Online is adding a trickster trial. I don't know what the fuck that is, but pretty neat. Alabon Online. I've heard of Alabon. I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it. Soulframe closed alpha. Prelude 13. Neat. Ion Classic. I didn't know Ion. There was an Ion Classic. That's actually neat. My friend loved Ion. I never got a chance to play it. Because there was like a subscription thing, right? Valvorn's Steam Deck OLED stock may come... Oh, that's about RAM shortage. Report ByteDance talks to sell Mobile Legends Studio Moon Ton for 7 billion. Hello, Shrek, or hello, oh my gosh, Shrek, the Shrekbeard, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hope you're doing good. God bless. Let's see. Yeah, where wins me, I know that's a big MMO. Is Hytale an MMO, or is, I thought that was like a, you could just play it offline, right? EverQuest 2 is still going on. Jesus Christ. Leaked documents allege Ashes of Creation's founder faked self-funding claims for 115 million? God, Jesus Christ. Pantheon teases Nightfall Crypt mini dungeon. What is PAX Day? I keep seeing that one pop up. Oh god, this music. This is when you rap for whiskey on a plane in Battle Network 2. I remember this music. Then you see like some shady shit going on in alleys. PAX Day on Steam. Social Sandbox MMO. Huh. I see a Reddit post. PAX Day is quite possibly the stupidest MMORPG ever. God bless. It's a Reddit, so I don't trust it. Yeah, let me see. That was funny to see, though. Let me actually check Steam. Let me check Steam, because it's on Steam. It's $30, so I'm not gonna... That already makes me want to hate it. That already makes me hate it. Let's see. It is very, medieval looking. Very medieval looking. I don't know. Or maybe this was... No, this was the plain music, and this was the plain music where you rapped for whiskey. And the one before it was the one where you actually land. I remember that game now. Let's see. Let me see, chat. I have a bad feeling about this. Why would you pay this? $30 for a fucking MMO? Paying for an MMO? Fuck that shit. But I'm joking. There are plenty of MMOs you could pay for and they're really good, but... You pay money for land ownership? What the hell? That's kind of dumb. Why would you do that? Oh, I bet this game is free in other countries, by the way. I bet you anything, chat, that game's free in other countries. What the fuck? When does this play? Oh my goodness. What a good song. Let me see. What's going on with the world of MMOs? Let's see. Auction house killed the bazaar. What? Modern MMOs gave us frictionless auction houses and took away the last reason strangers ever had to talk. Oh. Throne and Liberty. As a Lunar New Year event. A High Guard developer Wildfly Entertainment confirms layoffs. Those poor individuals, chat. Crimson Desert shows off Paywell. Paywell expiration. Arc Raiders has already sold 13 million copies. That's pretty incredible. Not a fan of those games though. People are like, oh, it's very casual. You're not gonna feel like you're an expansion or you're an extraction shooter. I don't care. I don't like that game. Period. Stop trying to get me into games I hate. Like really. I don't want to play a fucking game I said I don't want to play. And people keep trying to push me and push me. Then it makes me hate the game. Right? Has that ever happened to you, chat? Where someone's like so adamant trying to get you into the game, like or like a show or anything really. They try to get you into something so hard to the point where you just end up hating it. Specifically because it's trying to be shoved down your throat and you're just throwing it back up now. Now that just the mention or look of it just makes you sick to your stomach. So now you're just like, you have this guttural hate for it. That's how a Transformers Prime is kind of for me. But some games as well. But people are like, oh, Arc Raiders, play Arc Raiders, and like, no. And then they play Arc Raiders, like, no. Let's see. Arden? Never heard of Arden. Life is Feudal Arden. Huh. Heavy seasonal server with 37-week run. What the fuck does that mean? Death of Exile. World of Warships kicks off its Lunar New Year. Crazy that game's still going on. Supercell. Why does the I'm looking at the logo for Supercell and it looks like it says Sup-Erk L. Like, why do you do that? It looks dumb. Never heard of Supercell. Revenue dipped. Maybe it's because of your shitty logo. I'm joking. Project Gorgon spins up a 4th server after events push capacity. Neat. Never heard of it. OG EverQuest is still going on. Jesus Christ. That's what the hell? Let me see this chat. Original EverQuest from 1999, right? That's still alive. And it's getting updates 25 years after launch. Jesus Christ. That is crazy to think about. I wonder how that game is, right? I remember seeing EverQuest. I was like, wow, that game looks really cool. But I never could afford to play it because we just didn't have the computer and we didn't have the internet at the time. And you could see like games like .hack being inspired more like by EverQuest than anything, right? That's neat. Ion 2. There's an Ion 2. What the fuck? Let's see. Blithering Waves. I've heard of it. I don't care about it. I have too many games I might play. War Dogs. I never heard of it. Persist Online. I don't like that name. That name alone just gives me red flags. That name alone just scares me. Let me take a look at this crap. Coming soon. Oh god, no, shut up. Coming soon. It's not out yet. Persist Online is an MMORPG with zombies. Okay. You don't you actually don't see like zombie MMOs, do you? The question is it gonna be any good? And do you have to pay money for it right away? Let me take a look at this. It kind of looks, I don't know, it kind of looks very low budget. Looks a little low budget. Like, it looks like it came out 10 years ago. Maybe even 15. Weird. It's trying to go for like a weird style, but just looks like, it just makes it look dated instead. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me see. Oh god. Hold on. Shit broke. Shit, I have so many tabs. I have to close tabs to see the tabs. There's like tabs I can't even see anymore. I have to close tabs to get those tabs to close those tabs. The Sea of Remnants. Huh. Let's see. Their Persist Online is going to be free, apparently. This is good. Depends on their model. It's always about the model if it's free to play, right? Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition is alive on WoW Classic Anniversary ROMs. God bless. No way, chat. Holy shit, this is actually neat news. That's really cool. Hold on. That's really cool. Wizard 101 passes 1 million downloads on console after Switch launch. News from February 5th, 2026. Almost said 2006. Almost said 2006. Let's go. That's neat to know. That's really cool. Hop on Wizard 101. Let's fucking go. On the Switch, of all things. Console launch trailer. Oh my goodness. The Nintendo Switch version is a paid download $19.99. Includes content equivalent to the Arc 1 Access Pass. Interesting. Wizard 101 is a free download for each platform storefront with access to the game's free-to-play area. Additional content is unlocked by buying zones with crowns or picking them for Arc 1. That's neat. Okay. That means the Switch 1 just gives you access to more of the game, I guess. That's really cool. I remember Wizard 101. I couldn't play that because it was a like a subscription, I believe. Let me see. But I don't know. Let me see. Wizard 101 is now available on the Nintendo Switch. Operates differently than the PC version, requiring a $19.99 purchase for permanent access to the first Arc 1 rather than the strict subscription model. Not to free-to-play, and PC accounts cannot be transferred. Interesting. So on the PC, I believe it's still a subscription. But if you get the Switch version, it looks like it's different from that. Separate servers, of course. Requires a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. That's like, you know, pennies, I guess. Even though it is peer-to-peer. That's what I want to know. How the fuck is an how's an MMO going to run on a peer-to-peer server? Isn't Switch Online like peer-to-peer? The hell? How does it work? How does the PC version work? On PC, the game is free to play for initial or for the most of Wizard City. To access the vast majority of the game's content, there's two primary options: membership, subscription, which is a standard semi-annual. Then there's crowns, pay by zone. Players can purchase a virtual currency called crowns to permanently unlock individual zones, which is probably the better like option, right? Thank you so much, Rodrigo Sparta, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you, gosh darn. Thank you. Gosh darn, chat. You guys are crazy. I keep getting... oh my goodness. I'm gonna reach 800 soon, chat. Then that's closer to 1,000. 783. You guys are heckin' awesome. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on? Why are you guys being so awesome? My goodness. Thank you. But yeah, what am I thinking? What am I thinking of? MMOs, right. Trying to throw my brain back on track. It looks like you still can like get that like pay subscription with Wizard 101, but you can also I don't think I've seen that before. You can also just buy areas, like access to areas for permanent, like what do you call it? Arc 1 Pass access for consoles. Let me actually see. PC version. Crowns cost like 750 to 2,000 crowns each, pretty much. Unlocking all main and side areas permanently costs roughly... Oh, that's a lot of money. Never mind. I can see why they would still do the subscription. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That was part of the goddamn song. I didn't expect a YouTube poop in my music. What the hell? What the hell was that? Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, but that was also really funny. That caught me off guard. That threw me off. Let's see. It costs around $250 to $330, which is a lot of money. That's because of sales and whatnot. That's still a lot. If you want to unlock permanent access for the entire game, that's a lot of goddamn money. So that's why people still do the $19.90, like the subscription, right? The $9.95 per month. That's what it was. First month deal. New accounts get their first month for $4. $4.95. Not bad. Heck yeah. That's neat. Let me see something. Arc 2 can be accessed with a membership elixir. Interesting. Ignore my typer. You get a good amount for the Switch price, I guess. That's pretty neat. Is RuneScape MMO? Yeah, RuneScape's definitely an MMO. It's one of the oldest ones, right? Everyone does, like, people love playing OSRS. RuneScape is definitely like one of those MMOs. It used to have like PK zones, right? I don't know if it still does. More of an RPG. Did the game a lot going on? Yeah, no, that one's an MMO for sure. It even had like the gold membership. I think even now, like, you have to pay monthly for it now, which is kind of retarded. But let's see. OSRS, old school RuneScape, you have to pay $14 a month now, which is retarded. Let's see. Trying to look. RuneScape Classic RS2. Original version of the game in the early 2000s had a very famous, robust, free-to-play model. OSRS is a recreation of that era. So many players associate the old school feel with being a free browser game. Free-to-play chunk. You can still play a significant portion for free. That's good. But there is that fucking... that's crazy to think that you have to pay for like an MMO that used to be free. I don't know. Like, shit they take away from you and charge you, right? I hate that. But apparently it's a recreation, so I don't fucking know. In fact, level 92 is halfway to 99 and that... What the hell? Interesting. It's the only MMO you've ever played. Stopped about 2 years ago, though. Way too much grinding in that. Yeah, that makes sense. I played for a little bit and I was like, oh, this is okay. This is a little too old for me. The one that really got me back in the day was a game called Conquer Online, right? Conquer Online still exists to this day. Except it's like a shell of what it used to be. In fact, I still need to do the stupid second rebirth for that game. Did I become a fire or a water toast? I forget. But Conquer Online is like a Chinese themed MMO. You actually got around places by jumping, so it's interesting. The main method of transportation is just jumping. You would hold shift, I think, and click to jump. It was interesting. No one actually ever walked. You would jump. One of the few MMOs that still have PK in it, right? And I miss PK systems, but I understand why they're gone. What am I thinking of? Trying to think of what... Trying to think what I was wanted to say about the MMO. Oh yeah, I watched it grow up. I watched the content end. And I don't think there's any more content in it. Right. Like, I saw everything there is to see in that game. Unfortunately, like, while it's still around, I think that most of the player base speaks Arabic now, which is weird. Even like, if you, like, there's like Arabic servers. Even if you go to like the US servers, or the US, like, English servers, it's just Arabic. Right? So that changed that. I don't know why they just don't... They have their own server. Why did they go other places, right? Casinos everywhere in the towns, chat. Casinos everywhere. Like the slot machines, chat. There's just random slot machines. And if you make one wrong step, you will click on one. And they do that on purpose, right? They want you to accidentally spend your credits on stupid slot machines. And it's sad to see. And I wish that game came back. Like better, like whatever it is now, right? Bots are everywhere now. Bots are everywhere. You can't even play the fucking game normally. If you want to do a quest or level up, you just can't. There's just bots everywhere. But then again, I do like to PK those bots, and I used to be able to really well. I don't know if I still can because I changed classes. I don't know. But yeah. I'm actually getting really hungry. What time is it? It's pretty much 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. I think I'll end it in a little bit. I think I'll end the stream in a little bit. Yappo. Almost over. But yeah. MMOs chat. What got me started talking about MMOs? Oh, I think it was .hack. Probably .hack, right. I don't remember the Battle Network 2 OST being so good. What the hell? What the frick? But yeah, what do I want to say? I didn't expect... Just yesterday, the follower stuff, thank you so much, Twitter people. And thank you for following on YouTube as well, and Twitch and whatnot. The support is just so uplifting. I did not have a good week last week, and I was feeling horrible. Not like any, like, streamer reason, I just not good times, right? This is very uplifting. Never even heard of .hack. Why is that? Remember I talking about... Really, it's a big conglomerate project, right? Franchise, right? Based off of a VR MMO. That's what it's about. It was in development since like the 90s, right? The first thing they released was .hack Sign, an anime show. It's mostly dialogue because it needs lots of world building. After that was the .hack video games for the PS2, featuring Infection, Mutation, Quarantine, or Outbreak and Quarantine. And they were all parts of each other, right? So we have like parts 1 through 4. It was interesting. And each part would feel like an expansion to the next, right? So it did kind of feel like an MMO that way. It was an MMO simulator. The game was an MMO simulator. With a really nice story full with like conspiracy and world building. So and then there was like after that another anime, and after that another like 3 games. And that ended in like 15 years ago. And then since then there's been nothing. Radio silence until now, where they finally announced the .hack Zero project, and I believe Zero also stands for like EMOC, right? Or it's gonna be like 4 parts or something, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, it was multimedia project. That's the best way to put it. Like how Pokemon came off as an anime and a video game at the same time, kind of like that. Yeah. Except with this, it's more of it blends in with each other, right? Like the anime or the games are a sequel to the anime. And then there's another anime that's a sequel to the games. And another set of games that's a sequel to that anime, which is a sequel to those games. And then a couple novels. and some manga. There's another anime set called Legend of Twilight, but you could disregard that and just read the manga if you really want to know what happens after the games before Roots. It's interesting. It's a bit... Yeah, it's very convoluted, actually. It's kind of convoluted. I like to say it gives the Kingdom Hearts fandom a run for its money. Because it kind of does. Favorite dinosaur. Oh, hello, hello. Hello, Pillow Demon. Hope you are doing good. Hello, Piwo. Thanks for being my 4-hand sleep paralysis demon. God bless. I could do that easily, right? I could just do this, right? Right. I should have... If you told me that, or if I knew that, or if I telepathically knew that, I would have done this to you. But yeah. But yeah. Dot Hack is an anime and a game and an anime and a game. It's a little convoluted. Well, it's pretty convoluted, but... There's also an OVA that came with the first 4 games, right? Part of me feels like they need the rights to that anime OVA to release those games, right? If they ever want to remake those or remaster those games. But the new series of games is going to be, or the new project is going to be a soft reboot, I believe. Where it did look like we get Kite, but it's going to be like, you know, a different timeline. I appreciate that. I don't mind that. I can understand why people were, but they don't understand how bad Dot Hack Link and Versus messed up. There's a whole separate section of that timeline that just got so fucked up. Certain things that were muddied, so the new games look like a very fantastic way to get into, because it is a clean slate, it looks like. The manga's in the novel. Yeah, the manga's in the novel. I have the AI Buster novels. They're pretty good. I like them. It actually made me want to play more MMOs, reading those. Because, like, when do you actually get a novel based off of, like, or just, like, reading about, talking about MMOs, right? That just puts you in the mindset of playing in one of those MMOs. That was neat. He even said how, like, the decorations were, like, static and whatnot. That was neat. But yeah, I think with that, I think I'll call it a night. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm gonna find out what to make. I might go to the store or something and buy a block of cheese or something. I don't know. But yeah. Thank you so heckin' much for Oh, I want some pasta. That's what I want. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Let me see if I could drop a link to somebody. Let me switch out the music for the, Let me change the music, though. Let me do something. Where? Shit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, let me see if I could raid into anybody on YouTube. Let me see, let me see. I don't know, what... Is there anybody on, Oh, nobody's live on... I don't see anyone live on Twitch. I usually raid into. Oh wait, there's Dr. Law on me. I don't know. I see Bro Lime. I don't know, I've never raided into him. What? No, I don't think I'll just raid into YouTube. I'll just raid into YouTube. But yeah, yeah. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Let me see who I could raid into. Let me see who I could raid into. I'm really... The gamer stuff's just kicked in. What the hell? But yeah, let me see. PDF session as always. Though, thank you, and thank you guys so much again for all the follows and YouTube subscriptions. Thank you so gosh darn much. Let me see. Who can I drop or rate? I almost said drop a link. I'm still not. It's been like a while, chat. Let me see. Let me see. Who is... I don't see anyone FlaVR live. What the hell? I don't see anybody, chat. I don't know. I might just call it a night here. Don't have to raid into anyone every time. Yeah. I hope you all have a fantastic heckin' night, chat. Yeah. Let me see. Thank you so much, everybody. My brain is dying. Thank you, Just Your Average Trash Can. Thank you, Idaoni. Thank you, Cryogenocide VT. Thank you, Simes82. Thank you, Pillow Demon. Thank you, Chili Vexen 404. Thank you, GPZ. And thank you... What's that name? I can't read that name. There's a name I'm reading... Oh. I didn't... R. Nolan. I cannot. My brain couldn't process that. Thank you, R. Nolan. And thank you, Twitch watchers. Thank you, Shrekbeard7. I say thank you to Simes82. Thank you, Simes82. Thank you, VOD watchers, lurkers, Twitch watchers, and new subscribers. Thank you so gosh darn much. We're gonna reach 100 soon, gosh darn it. Thank you so much, which means we're reaching 1,000 soon. And I really wanted to reach 1,000 soon, so thank you so much. Next month is the anniversary, so thank you. Thank you so much. It's so uplifting. I appreciate it so gosh darn much. Oh yeah. I hope you all have an amazing gosh darn heckin' night. So, what is it? I might finish up Final Fantasy VI on either Thursday or Friday. I will see. If not, it's definitely Monday, I want to say, or Tuesday. Yeah, Monday. I'll do it for Monday. And then, of course, we have Final Fantasy V on Saturday this week. So, yeah. Until then, take care, stay safe, and Otsu Nuggies.